Hello, it's Film Frenzy, and the 91st Academy Awards aired last night, so today it's time to do my reaction and thoughts on the award show. Let's get right into this. So today I'll be giving my opinions on all the award recipients along with the show as a whole. So I'm going to start off with all the awards and then go to my overall. So I'm going to start with visual effects, and I really was hoping like one of the action movies would win, like Infinity War, because I love the effects in that. First Man won. It does have some great effects. It's mostly practical, which I think is cool. Not as much impressive CGI. I'm okay with that winning, but I really wish like Infinity War would have won because I love that movie. It was actually my favorite of 2018. I really didn't like First Man. I just kind of wanted Infinity War to win something, but it made sense. Costumes went to Black Panther very deservingly. It was excellent. I also want to say that I did predictions if you haven't seen my predictions video, and I only got 10 out of 24 right. Not exactly my best year. There was a lot that were either real big surprises, ones where I didn't really know much about the category and I was kind of like educated guessing, or 3 where I was debating between 2 and then just kind of chose the one that was wishful thinking. And unfortunately, oftentimes the wishful thinking did not work out. Makeup and hair went to Vice. I really wanted Mary Queen of Scots, but Vice did have some great makeup and hair too. There was 2 very strong contenders this year. Song, Shallow, totally deservingly. I didn't love Shallow's performance at the Oscars. I'll get more into the performances later on, but it's an amazing song. Totally deserved to win. It wasn't the strongest category, although. Score, Mary Poppins Returns is what I really wanted, but Black Panther did. In my opinion, that was just kind of silly. I was like, it had a nice score and all, but I don't think there's anything special that sets it apart from like any other superhero movie. Like, I thought Infinity Wars was just as good. Like, the scores that really impressed me this year were like First Man, which wasn't nominated for some reason, but won the Golden Globe, Mary Poppins Returns, which I really wanted to win, and also Incredibles 2, a movie I didn't really like that much, but the score was fantastic. Then production design, I thought it would go to Roma for sure. That is amazing. The sets they make for like 1970s Mexico, it's insane what they do. So deserved it. But Black Panther won. It does do a great job of constructing Wakanda, but lots of that is with the visual effects, which for some reason it wasn't nominated for. I don't think it should have won, but I'm still okay with it winning. I would have preferred Roma though. Sound mixing and sound editing, I was shocked. I thought at least one of those would go to Roma because Roma has some of the best sound I've ever heard in a movie. I don't love the movie as a whole, but the technical aspects of it are absolutely ridiculous. The way he makes like 1970s street corners of Mexico and the beach sounds that just surround you, it's such an immersive movie. You really feel like you're with Cleo throughout the journey, even if it's not the most engaging story. But Bohemian Rhapsody won both of those awards. It was a big winner tonight, I would say. And I don't really think that it should have. Yes, the sound was great. Obviously, it's Queen, and they have a great sound. But the mixing and editing, like, they did a good job of, like, mixing them together with the different sounds and stuff, and it was impressive. It definitely deserved a nomination, but I really wish Roma had swept those 2 categories. Editing as a whole, this category, I just thought the nominations were so dumb. They picked a lot of movies that either I didn't really like that much, or I thought were very good, but one of the biggest drawbacks of those good movies was that their editing wasn't very good, and the bad movies also sometimes the editing wasn't that good. So I was really hoping, and I thought maybe The Favorite would win, because I thought that was like the only nominee that actually had really good editing throughout, and had a very steady pace, which is something I feel like movies have a very hard time doing. It's one of the hardest things making a movie, I feel like. And Bohemian Rhapsody won this award also. It was one of 4 awards that the film won. A ton. And I don't really think that should have won it. I actually love Bohemian Rhapsody as a movie, but I thought the pacing was very weak and the editing was just not very good because the times jump around a lot. It's not very good in that regards, and the first act felt way too sped up. So I was kind of disappointed by that category. Foreign film, Roma, obviously, very deservingly. Live action short, Skin. It looks very creepy, kind of interesting. I'm really curious to check it out. I did love the filmmaker's speech that made the film. Documentary feature, I said RBJ. I heard a lot of people saying Free Solo, which ended up winning, but I thought maybe RBJ because there's a lot of hype with it. It was also nominated for Best Song. Didn't come through. Free Solo looks like a very interesting film with like a free rock climber doing like Yosemite. It was like 3,000 feet. So it looks super cool. Very interesting documentary. I'm going to have to check it out. I'm fine with that one even though I haven't seen any of them. Cinematography, of course it went to Roma, very deservingly. Alfonso Cuarón won 2 awards tonight, and that's pretty crazy. It's really cool because Roma, I think all the technical awards Roma should win. I don't love the movie overall, and I'm very glad it didn't win Best Picture, which we'll get into soon. But these technical awards, it so deserved. Next up, I have original screenplay. This went to Green Book. I thought it would because Green Book won at the Golden Globes for Best Screenplay, and it looked like lots of screenwriters were really liking it. It has an excellent screenplay. It really mixes drama and hilarious comedy well. I would have preferred The Favorite, but this is still a great screenplay, so I'm very happy to see that win. It won a couple big awards, which is really cool. 3, in fact. Adapted screenplay, I was hoping Can You Ever Forgive Me, but I was a little hesitant. I predicted that BlacKkKlansman ended up winning, which was probably my second guess. It has a great script. Can You Ever Forgive Me was my favorite of the year, so I was really hoping that would win, but BlacKkKlansman deserved it. I was really happy that that won too. Animated short, Bayo, amazing job with that film. I'm really happy one saw it coming, and it did. Same thing goes with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse winning animated feature. It's an excellent film. It was really cool to see Phil Lord and Chris Miller finally winning an Oscar because they're such great filmmakers and such great writers too. Director, Alfonso Cuarón, is the other one he won. He deserved it very much so. His direction was superb throughout Roma, and it's really interesting because this is like 2 years in a row now that foreign directors actually won the Best Director category, with last year Guillermo del Toro winning for Shape of Water, and both very deservingly. There's some excellent foreign filmmakers around. I really liked the foreign representation at the Oscars this year. It was one of the strongest ever, and I think it was very deservingly. I saw Cold War was nominated for a lot of things. I still need to check that movie out, but it looks very interesting. I've heard it's excellent. Supporting actress and supporting actor. So actress, I still haven't seen it if Beale Street Could Talk, but Regina King went away with it. I really should have predicted that. I said Rachel Weisz because I was thinking maybe because she won the BAFTA, and Regina King wasn't nominated for a SAG Award, and often that's a predictor. Very odd because the winner of the SAG Award, Emily Blunt for A Quiet Place, wasn't nominated for the Oscar, but the winner of the Oscar, Regina King, wasn't nominated for a SAG Award. You never see that happen. It was a very odd year for supporting actress, but I'm sure she did a great job. Regina King's an excellent actress, although I was really hoping one of the 2 favorite supporting actresses, Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz, would have won for that award. And supporting actor, it made sense. It was going to be Mahershala Ali. I thought they nominated the wrong actors completely for that category, so he had an easy win. He was definitely an amazing job in the movie. It's really awesome to see him go 2 for 2 for his first 2 Oscar nominations with this and Moonlight right behind me. I was really happy for him right there, and he delivered a great speech as well. Actress, this was a shocker right here because I thought it was going to be Glenn Close. Most people thought that she had won at lots of the previous award shows, like literally all of them, and then also maybe Melissa McCarthy as like a dark horse, but I did not see Olivia Colman winning. This was an insanely strong year for lead female actresses, and I thought Olivia Colman did an amazing job in The Favorite. I just thought like maybe she shouldn't have won this year. My personal pick was Melissa McCarthy. Any other year, I think she should have probably won. But I'm still happy that she won because her performance was phenomenal. So many layers in The Favorite. I love the character development in that movie, and she delivered probably my favorite speech of the night. It was just hilarious. There were so many just crazy jokes. It was very stream of consciousness because she and pretty much all the audience was so shocked that she won. I really loved that one. There's like a big surprise. Lead actor, on the other hand, was not a big surprise. Rami Malek won very deservingly. And then Best Picture. It's kind of funny because this is the 3rd year in a row that the Best Picture winner is something that was not supposed to win Best Picture. Like the frontrunner didn't win Best Picture, and all 3 years, I did not want the frontrunner to win Best Picture at all, and either it was my favorite of the nominees or it was just one of my favorite of the nominees and an excellent film that ended up winning, and that makes me really happy. It started in 2016 with Moonlight winning against La La Land. Moonlight's a phenomenal film, so much better than La La Land in my opinion, and then last year, Shape of Water, which is a 5-star film in my opinion, one of my favorites, won instead of 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which I did not like really much at all, and that was a frontrunner. This year, it was very up in the air, but I thought Roma was going to be the front runner. That's what most people were saying, with Green Book and maybe BlacKkKlansman being possible, and Green Book ended up winning it, which is pretty great to see. I know lots of people think it's not a progressive enough take on racism, but I thought it was a very sweet movie. Maybe it's a little saccharine and not as challenging as some of the other films nominated, and maybe it's true that some of the things were made up, but it was just an excellent, very entertaining film that anybody can watch. I really like that they picked up a movie that the average guy can just check out. And it was a very pretty movie overall. It was very sweet, had great messages, and I loved it. So I was very happy and shocked to see that win. You can see my first time reaction right here. Julia Roberts.
Green Book.
What? I'm really happy with that, to be honest. I really loved Green Book. I did not see that coming. I thought it was definitely one of the top 4 most likely, but I was really certain it would be Roma. That is pretty crazy. I'm really happy with that. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are really upset, but in my opinion, it was one of the best films of the year. Super ecstatic. So, to wrap up this, I want to talk about the overall experience of the award shows, and I was kind of upset that they didn't perform all the stars. I knew that wasn't going to happen because of scheduling, but that and Shallow were easily my 2 favorite nominees. And I really, really wanted them to perform all the stars. It had been so cool to see Kendrick Lamar and SZA up there. And unfortunately, I thought the Shallow performance was kind of it just lacked the passion, except for that one moment when Lady Gaga gets really powerful on her voice right there, when she's like, I'm on the deep end, watch as I dive in, I'll never leave the ground. That part was excellent, but most of it I thought was just kind of underwhelming, which is disappointing because I've seen it perform live so much better, such as at the Grammys. And then I'll Fight from RBJ. Jennifer Hudson did a great vocal performance, but the song was just kind of I feel like it kind of lacked the melody. When a cowboy trades his spurs for wings, I believe it is, from Ballad of Buster Scruggs, that was just okay. Overall, the songs this year I felt weren't as engaging. I talked to a lot of my friends and they thought so too. And I feel like they need to do better at that because the song is one of the biggest draws for people to watch the Oscars, and I thought that it was weak this year besides the lead performance at the beginning of the show. Not for anything nominated, but of We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions by Queen plus Adam Lambert. That was an excellent job. His voice is just so amazing, and that was just a really excellent start of the show. Overall, the presenters I thought were very good. They were lots of times very funny or delivered their lines just very well. They didn't really mess up at all. So I thought the quality of the award show was very high this year despite no host. And maybe it ran a little long and the performances were weak, but overall I was very satisfied with this year's Oscars. There's definitely some surprises, but many that I was very happy for. So overall, I'm very content with the award season of 2018-2019. So this is my last video of the season. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to catch a lot more videos coming soon to Film Frenzy. See you guys later. Bye.